This is the cemetery where Lester B. Pearson is buried, and this little plaque over here is in his memory. So 1897 to 1972. I actually remember him. I'm that old. And he received the Nobel Peace Prize for his leadership in the UN during his the Suez Crisis of 1956. And he became the Prime Minister from 63 to 68. He introduced Medicare, the Canada Pension Plan, the Maple Leaf Flag, the Order of Canada, and new initiatives in English-French relations. He died in Ottawa, December 27, 72. And then here's another plaque to his memory. If you take a look at this cemetery, it's an absolutely beautiful location. You know, when you look at sort of the rolling hills in the background, and it's just such a pretty location. So we're just going to take a little jaunt through the cemetery. I've been in this cemetery before, and if memory serves me correctly, he's sort of up in that area over there. And so let's just see if we can find them together. Wonderful location. And on such a beautiful day, you know, it's if you sort of look out over the scenery, it doesn't get much more panoramic than this. Here's the grave of Malak Karsh. Received the Order of Canada, world-renowned photographer. In fact, I think he even took pictures of, if I'm not mistaken, some of the US presidents, and as well as I think Churchill as well. Churchill posed for him as well, Winston Churchill. So yeah. Magnus Gunther, activist, passionate, intellectual, peerless friend. Not familiar with him. Over here is Laurier Lapierre, senator, academic, author, and broadcaster. Laurier Lapierre used to be a journalist, and then he was a host for a Canadian cross-country show called This Hour Has 7 Days, sort of a TV journalism type show, kind of a 60 Minutes type show. And he's buried here as well. And then over here is our former Prime Minister. So buried with diplomat, man of letters. Oh, sorry. This is another Pearson, probably related to Lester Pearson, and Lester Pearson is right behind. This is his grave. It's really quite astounding how humble this marker is for someone of such accomplishment and such achievement in his life. It's I'm absolutely blown away by how nondescript, probably a reflection of the man himself, that his marker is, that his stone marker is. You know, doesn't stand out above the rest. It's probably a reflection of the humility of the man himself for incredible accomplishments and contribution to the country. Beautiful. Yeah. And then again, overlooking this this wonderful vista. It's just so pretty. I just can't imagine a more beautiful resting spot. Yeah, so there you go. Really stunning, isn't it? It's quiet. You know, some of the blue jays a little while ago I saw. All right, we'll catch up again. In the Gatineau Hills, overlooking Highway 5, I'm up on quite a steep, well, fairly high precipice here. And here's little Stella. And we're sort of doing a little bit of a walking trail. Stella's anxious to go back and see Mom. She has a little bit of separation anxiety, but that's okay, eh, Stella? She's a good girl. Oh, she's such a good girl. She's such a good girl. What a beautiful time of the year. It's September, I believe it's the 18th today. And this is on our way down the trail. Very pretty. The leaves will be in full bloom this time next week, and it will be a beautiful panoramic place to be. Gatineau Hills is a real, or the Wakefield area and the Gatineau Hills, it's a real artist's paradise. You see a lot of artists coming out here during the changing color of the leaves, and a lot of them with their palettes, and big artist communities out here as well. But this is just one of the many trails in the area, so it's nice and crisp day. Beautiful time to be on the right side of the grass. So way off in the distance over there is the famous Wakefield covered bridge, and this is the river that runs through Wakefield. Very scenic. That old church that you see off in the distance is actually it is an old church, but it's been refurbished as a home. It's just such a perfect day. You can see it's a quaint little town.